go and click the button in Facebook because this is how I always have to do it. So I have to to my go to my profile and then make sure that you can all see this. So let me just move this over and because otherwise it just publishes it to my so I can see it and then you can't see it. So here we go. All right, we're all set. We're going live in Facebook and on YouTube and in our software here, the broadcasting software. So if you are anywhere, if you're watching us now, you can comment, you can post, you can ask questions. I'll be here to to answer any of those questions. Glad to answer your questions. Today's episode, the Friday live training, is all about getting your flip renovation started. So we've been kind of doing a series here based on flipping properties, flipping real estate, and this goes for anybody anywhere, right? You don't just have to be in our backyard, but wherever your backyard is, if you follow this series, you will be able to figure out how to find, fund, and flip some properties. So where we are today is a little bit more of getting the renovation started. So a couple weeks ago, we talked about finding, and then it was funding, and then we did a property walk, and now we're going to wrap that up. And I just want to start with why in the world do you need this? Why do you need this? If you've been thinking about getting into real estate, using real estate as your next career, to get out of your current career, or as a just a side hobby to add some extra income to your family, to have more financial freedom, pay off debt, go on vacations, whatever that is. Flipping properties is one of those. It's one of those things that allows you to move quickly, to have bigger gains, and to do it anywhere, right? There's always opportunities for finding a discount property that you can make a little bit better. And so we just want you to know how to do that. And there is a process, there's a system, there's a strategy to doing this business that if you follow it, you can be successful. So that's what we're here to do. And look, if you think you can do this and you don't need a system and you don't need any help with it, go out and do it. I can tell you right now, before YouTube, before TikTok and Instagram and all this, yeah, we flipped houses. And guess what? There's books about how to do that. You can actually read books. Um, Unfortunately, I did not read those books, but there are books out there that can help you, that have these systems, this processes in there. Or you can go out and do it on your own. You can definitely go out and do this business, or it'd be a hobby. You can treat it like that, and you can learn along the way. And how do you learn along the way? You try, you make mistakes, and you learn hopefully from your lessons. And here's the reason we do these trainings because we did a lot of that learning along the way, trial by error. And the problem with that is trial by error. It takes time, and it takes money, and it takes energy. And back when Michelle and I, no, she's not listening, right? She's not here. Back when we were younger, we had that time and energy and a little bit extra cash to burn on learning. Um, but we don't have that anymore. When we had kids, we said, you know what, this time and energy thing is precious. So we stopped trying to do it on our own, and that's when we hired some coaches and got connected with groups like our deal finders, and we started learning. So that's what we're here. That's why we're doing these live trainings for you, and that's why we have Tuesday coming up. This coming Tuesday is going to be a full training on flipping properties. So it starts at 5:30. If you're anywhere in South Carolina, you can make it there. As a matter of fact, you don't have to be in South Carolina. You can come from anywhere. Just be in Columbia, South Carolina, Tuesday, April 1st at 5:30. And if you're watching this video after that, go to dealfindersclub.com/events, and you'll see when our next event will be because it will be right around the corner. We love hosting you guys. All right. So, what are we talking about today? We're going into the beginning of the renovation. And this is the biggest system, this is the biggest process that will help save you at the end. Now, and it's really, really important for you to remember what you do in the beginning when you do this process. So a lot of folks will go and just the walk of property like we did. If you go to YouTube or Facebook, you'll see that training from a few weeks ago. If you go watch that, we walk the property. and we made notes and we said, oh, this will cost that, this will cost this will cost that. But the most important part of all that is that we had it documented and we had it written in our system, so that we could always come back to this, because you would be surprised at how much you forget from the day you get a house under contract or the day you close on it to when you actually are like in the renovation and you're looking back saying, well, wait a second, did we budget for that? Did we want to do that? Is this paint? Were we going to paint the ceilings? And you start forgetting what you budgeted for, and so then you just start doing anything and everything, and you know how that goes, right? Over budget means under profit. All right, so keeping the documents ready for you, keeping holding on to those, making spreadsheets or lists. So I've got a couple of them here. I'm going to just share my screen real fast on this one, or these two. Actually, I have two. At least I thought I had two. Um, the property walk. Okay. No, it is just one. Yes. And let me just share this with you guys so you can see it. And if you need this, just ask. Send me a message. I'll send this to you. It's also here we go. It's easy if you guys just ask for it. I'll send you this. So this is a property walk, where we go through and we just make notes of all the conditions of the property. And you want to be clear on this of, hey, front door looks great but needs to be cleaned. Go ahead and write it on there. Or good condition but needs paint, or completely replaced. You're going to put all this, write all this together. You're going to write all these for each room, each hallway, garage, bedrooms, bathrooms, you name it. We have this again. This is part of the system. When you write these things down, this is doing it paper form, right? We have apps and things that you can use as well. But when you're just getting started, or for me, I really am a tactile person. I put this on a clipboard and do it that way. So you go through and you write everything down. Okay, this is a property walkthrough checklist. Again, I can get that for you. Just send me a message. And then you take this and we build our scope of work. And that was the other thing that I was going to share with you. So let me just share that in just a sec. All right, there it is. I thought that was it. Y'all, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer them for you. All right, so this is the scope of work builder, right? So this is a template where we would take all of that we had on that uh, property walk. And so for exterior, we would write down what we saw and what we need done. And we can take scope of work, and here's the next piece. We've done some of this already. So the next part, you write all these pieces down and you've got them documented again from the beginning, because after a few months of renovations, you forget what we talked about. So you write these down and then you get these to the contractors, and we start getting budgets from this. We start getting quotes from this. Then hopefully it will fit into our budget. Okay. This is all done, preferably if you're, especially if you're brand new, y'all. If you're new, um, take precautions, go slow, get full inspections, get full quotes, get full bids. Don't don't estimate if you're brand new, right? Unless you've got a partner or somebody that's done this before, you're in our community and you know, we're helping you with this. Uh, don't estimate when you're brand new, because you don't have, you're not going to have that experience yet, okay, to start estimating things, and you don't want to get uh, underwater with these flips, because it happens really fast. There's, oh my gosh, there's at least a dozen on the market right now of people that tried to do this and now they're underwater and can't finish. All right, so I digress. So you get these, you fill out the scope of work, and then we go to our contractors. And this is what I want you to remember. All right, um, you're gonna go to get at least one general contractor. Give the whole scope of work to one GC, general contractor, that can do everything. Now they're not going to do it all, but they have the connections to do it all. And what they will do is they'll bring the subcontractors together, and they're going to charge you a fee for that. And that's okay. Everybody deserves to get paid, right, for doing their job. And they're going to charge you a fee for that. You start there. That should be the most expensive way of doing this business, is getting one GC to handle the whole project. Now, if your budget was 50,000, and that GC says everything signed, sealed, and delivered can be done at 45,000, and I don't have to go do subcontractor work. I don't have to follow up behind people. I don't have to schedule people. And he's under my original budget where I have budgeted for my profit amount at the end. What do you think I'm going to do? Oh yeah, I want someone else to do all the hard work. Now, typically in this business as buying and reselling for a profit, and as we call it, flipping, the way we make our money is by doing all that hard work, by scheduling, by negotiating, by getting subcontractors, by trying to get discounts, finding the cheaper faucet, and getting it on sale. Like that's all that together is how we actually end up with profit. So typically that GC is not going to be the best for you. Sometimes it is. So you're going to get that quote. Then you're going to go find a project manager, someone that can manage the project for you, but not necessarily. They're not hiring the subs. You might be bringing your own subs. You might be ordering materials, but that project manager is checking it on site. They're going, making sure people are doing what they're supposed to do. They're probably there more often than you are, and they should be charging you like a flat fee for that. They should be like a flat fee for the project. Okay, see what they say. See what their fee might be. See if they have quotes. See if they have contractors that can help you. A lot of times, that project manager is really good at getting you connected with other contractors that you may not have yet or know yet. All right. And then the third way you're going to price this out is by you doing all that. So you're going to be the project manager. You're not a GC unless you have a license. You're going to go and get to the quotes from all the subcontractors. So one from the roofer, one from the painter, one from the plumber, electrician, foundation guy, flooring, you name it, granite countertops, right? You're gonna get at least two. If you're brand new, you should probably have three for each of those now. Just what I'm saying to you might sound extremely hard and difficult and challenging and time consuming and stressful. Yes, it is, right? Business isn't meant to be easy and carefree, right? This is hard, it is challenging, it is difficult, it is stressful. So that's why we have systems and processes to help us do that. But if you're brand new, yeah, three contractors for each. And here's how we pick contractors: referrals from someone you know, or jobs that you've seen people working on and you go pick them off of that job. You see someone doing a roof that just did a good job uh, in a house in your neighborhood, you go and you talk to them, you see the quality, and then you can follow up on that whoever hired them, right? Whoever's roof that is, you can follow up and ask for that. And it's not necessarily a referral, but you just ask their opinion on how it went, right? So you see that they're doing the work, you see that it was good, or someone personally gives you a referral. Okay, those are the people that we want to start with. Those are the contractors you want to go with. Okay, so now you've got all those bids, you've got all those quotes, and now you fill out your whole scope of work. You got your budget, you put dollar amounts to them, you add them all up, and if they are still within your budget and you could still sell and make that profit you were looking for, then this is a deal for you to continue on. And this should all be done, of course, in due diligence. I say, of course, this should be done in your due diligence period of however you made that contract, so typically 7 to 10 days. Then you can proceed. We talked last week about the funding. You can close on your deal, and y'all, that's where all the fun begins, right? So that's where you're dealing with it. So I hope this training was helpful for you. This is certainly one of my favorite things to talk about is doing deals and flipping houses. So if anybody's interested, we do flip houses with partners, right? We do that here. We also do it. We've been doing this business for 16, 17, going on 18 years, right? Wow, that's hard to say. That kind of dates me myself. So, yes, this Tuesday, if you are in need of more info on how to buy a property for a discount, sell a property for a profit, come to the event. Let us know. Shoot me a message, a DM, or a comment if you don't have the information on how to get there, and we will send it to you. Until then, love y'all. Have a great day, and go out there and find you a good deal. Talk to you soon. Bye. baby.